My goal today is to show y'all how to make the absolute best chocolate chip cookie ever, actually. This recipe is super easy. It only got a handful of ingredients and anybody can do it. If I can do it, trust me, literally anybody can do it. We're gonna start this off by making some brown butter. If you don't know what brown butter is, basically just put some heat to the butter and you toast the fat solids or particles or whatever. The fatty part of the butter, you're gonna toast it and it completely changes the profile of it. Butter burns really easily, really quickly, and even when you take it off the heat, it continues to brown because of the container that it's in. It's sitting in heat. So it's very important that, number one, as you're stirring this on a low heat, by the way, you want to be as low as possible just so you can be safe, but on a low heat, keep it moving. And also, the second this butter turns brown, you got to get it off the fire, out of this pot and into something else so it can cool off. The goal here is to get it down to room temperature. I'm going to put mine in the refrigerator to kind of speed that process up, and feel free to do that, but really the safe way is to just kind of leave it on the counter and let it chill out. But don't use this butter at all while it's hot whatsoever. Hot butter, warm butter, anything other than room temperature butter, when it incorporates into the dough, it'll make the cookies oily, and you don't want that. We don't want oily cookies. We want perfect cookies. Now I'm using dark brown sugar. You can use light brown sugar. It'll still taste good. It'll still taste really, really good. The dark brown sugar, because it has extra molasses in it, is going to give you a more prominent flavor of the brown sugar, I guess you could say. Is a deeper flavor, a richer flavor, I guess you could say. Super simple, couple ingredients, couple steps. Do it exactly like I showed you. You'll be fine. You can redo this a million times over. They will come out the exact same way. Your kid's gonna constantly ask for these cookies. Your best friend, your mama's best friend, everybody's gonna ask for these cookies. You're gonna constantly eat these cookies and everybody's gonna be happy. Who doesn't like chocolate chip cookies? Don't leave any of those specks in there. All of that brownness in the bottom of the butter, that's your flavor. So you got to get all of that out of there. Very, very, very important. For the sake of this video, let's all agree that store-bought cookies are incredible, right? They really good, actually. But there's nothing like making them at home. That's not too crazy to say, right? Most of the time when you make things at home, it's better. I'm gonna give y'all a little lesson on something that I had to find out the hard way through trial and error. If all you have is all-purpose flour, you can 100% use all-purpose flour. However, if all you have is bread flour, please do not use all bread flour. You will wind up with muffins. And don't just go dumping this flour in there all at one time, because you're gonna wind up wearing it. The goal is to get it in the bowl, not on your shirt. The perfection in this cookie is going to be in the texture of the cookie. As for the taste of the cookie, you can change that up and alter it however you want. You could use like a chocolate bar, chop it up and sprinkle it in there. But the 2 cups of milk chocolate I found is perfect for me. is you're gonna get at least one chocolate chip in each bite. I would suggest not using dollar store chocolate chips. If that's all you can afford, then go for it, that's fine. But I use Ghirardelli chocolate chips. You know when you see it. You see something on the shelf, it's chocolate chips, it begins with a G. It's in a blue wrapper, they sell it all over the place. Grab those. You know how when you make lasagna or spaghetti or meatloaf and it sits in the refrigerator overnight and the leftovers, you eat them the next day and they taste way better than they did the day before? Cookie dough does the same thing. Whether it's these cookies or any other cookie, if you let them sit in the refrigerator, they marinate, I guess you could say, and they taste better the longer you let them sit. So if you can do it, if you have the patience, I would advise putting this in the refrigerator for at least a half an hour. Now this is the hard part. Your house at this point smells incredible. It smells great. I'm sure you want to eat one of these, but they gotta cool off. If you pick one up now, it's just gonna completely fall apart on you. And you're gonna be mad. You're gonna still eat it, but you're not gonna be as happy or as satisfied as if you let it cool off and you have that perfect bite of the crispy outside and the soft inside. So you gotta let them chill out. I normally do 10 minutes, but please, at least 5.
Subscribe now. Like and share.
Say please.
Say please.